Okay, so I am sitting here with, from left to right is Todd Erickson, Coach Todd Erickson, and then we have Jennifer Imsande, sorry if I got it wrong, and then Cari Laughlin. If you would tell us about your week here, a highlight from the week at the open water camp, and then a takeaway from the open water camp here in Kailua-Kona, total immersion open water experience.
Okay, I'll start. Highlight for me was when we did a group swim on, I think it was Thursday, at Kailua-Kona Beach. It's the first time all three groups, the beginner, the intermediate, and the advanced groups, got to really swim together. And it was just really inspiring to see everyone had their, different levels, different goals, but everyone achieved their own personal goals. We swam together as a group. And even with the last person coming in, who I was swimming with, everyone cheered. It was just a really encouraging environment and really inspiring to see everyone accomplish their goals and have fun, have a lot of fun doing it.
Great. What's a takeaway for you, Cari?
I think a huge takeaway is that a lot of people come in, and whether they are very fit and have a lot of swimming experience or a complete beginner, everyone has their own individual goals, and I think that the emphasis on trying not to compare yourself to others and trying to just stay within what is your comfort zone, but also pushing yourself, really focusing on meeting your own challenges, not thinking, oh, I'm not as fast as this person, I'm not going as far as this person, but just the fact that everyone had their own individual goals that they were focused on meeting, and not thinking so much about comparing to others, which is it's very hard not to do that, no matter what level you're at.
Great. Thanks, Cari. Jennifer or Todd?
Okay. Let's see. I had so many highlights from the week. One I shared earlier with the larger group, and that is when I was sink swimming with you, Celeste, across Kailua Beach, because it was such a beautiful experience of seeing what you were doing under the water, and it felt so graceful and just so connected with another human being, which is something, as I said, in the triathlon training world we don't often do. We're not often synchronized with other people because it's an individualistic sport, But one of my main the main highlight for me was I've had a fear of big bodies of water since I was a small kid. That doesn't mean I was afraid to swim in water. It just meant that every time I entered open water in competitions, something happened to my swim stroke, and it didn't matter how many yards I put in the pool. When the bottom drops out, when you're swimming out deep and everything goes black, I would have little anxiety moments, or it's just the unknown. And there was a moment when my main goal was to come and to become comfortable in the water and to be able to translate what I do in the pool into the vast unknown of an open water experience. And I remember a moment when I was swimming and we're seeing schools of fish underneath us, and I thought, this is amazing. I am actually experiencing, I'm calm enough and comfortable enough in the water that I'm enjoying what's happening beneath me, and I'm actually enjoying the stroke, and was never fatigued while I was here. So that was my highlight. It was really amazing. It was I mean it, from somebody. I used to have anxiety dreams that would have swimming in them, where I'd be in deep water and things would go dark in the water, and yeah. My takeaway is that we swam more in the first day in this camp than I generally swim in the pool in an entire week, and I felt no fatigue. I felt the more relaxed I became and the more I learned the proper stroke and proper balance techniques, the more I felt free to move, and it wasn't that old muscular fatigue and stress and strain that I used to associate with swimming. And so my takeaway is that this really is the one sport. In triathlon, we spend so much time and energy buying aerodynamic equipment on the bike and trying to, we spend so much money trying to get free speed in running and in cycling, and swimming is the place where it would actually matter. And I started to understand what effortless swimming feels like and how fast and propulsive it is when I'm learning how to be in water in a way that's balanced and streamlined, which is not something I ever paid attention to before. It was always just how many yards can I get in the pool and how much faster can I make those yards be. So that was pretty amazing.
You don't need expensive equipment, you just need your
Yeah.
body, shape your body more
Yeah,
efficiently.
I shared there was the moment when Claire was talking about lateral balance. One of the coaches was talking about lateral balance when I started to realize when I'm wider, that would be my takeaway. When I'm feeling balanced laterally, things just move easier and move so much more. I used to just over-rotate and be like a needle in the water with no stability, and it was just really amazing. Enough said.
That's great. And Jennifer did the 2.4-mile Ironman swim yesterday, so kudos to you. Good for you. Coach Todd.
I had several highlights, and they were kind of two different areas. One, I guess my highlights are of just being able to come to Kona, Hawaii, and enjoy the things that are here in Kona that you get to experience in an open water camp. You don't get to do if you go to a total immersion weekend clinic and just swim at the pool. I was able to actually do some canoeing in these canoes that are right behind us that are direct descendants of the type of canoe that the ancient Hawaiians used when they discovered the Hawaiian Islands. And that was pretty incredible to get out and do that. And while we were out, I did that 3 days in a row, and while we were out 2 of the 3 days, we saw dolphins, and this morning we had a dolphin do a backflip right by our canoe. Today on the swim, we got to see about a 6-foot wide manta ray swimming around with their group of swimmers that was in the water. So just coming to a place like this and enjoying the open water and enjoying the environment of being in the open water and everything that that brings is a pretty amazing experience in and of itself. From a coach perspective, highlight is just being able to watch the swimmers as they develop over the course of the week. They come in with what they think are perceived problems. I can't do this, I can't do that, I have a fear of this, a fear of that, and by the end of the week, those are kind of just taken away. And it's really great to see how much they progress, and Cari kind of touched on this, and the Hapuna bay swim was an indication of that. When you get the entire group at one time, all of a sudden swimming together, and you look up and you see everybody pretty much the same style stroke. It looks pretty cool. It's a real showstopper on the beach too. I was on the SUP and just looking at the people on the beach, looking out at this mass of swimmers, 20-some swimmers out there swimming and pretty much lookalikes. They all just pretty amazed at that. I guess the takeaway is kind of similar in that it's energizing for me as a coach to come work with people, see them grow, see them excited when they leave here that they want to go and continue what they've started here and progress, and realize that it's not necessarily pounding out yardage in the pool and hard work in the pool, but it's really being smarter and more intelligent. And that's one of the things that we like to do is really teach you about swimming, so you can be more intelligent about the way you swim and not just get in and, as Cari likes to say, purposeful swimming, not mindless swimming. So,
Wonderful. Thank you all. Mahalo.